Bitcoin is still at $96,000. It's December 27th, and I thought I would just make a quick update here since it's been a while. And, first of all, happy holidays. I hope you're having a good time doing what people should be doing during this time, taking a break from trading, taking a break from the charts, enjoying life, spending time with friends and family, maybe reflecting on the year, planning the year ahead to make sure it's going to be your best year yet, learning from your mistakes, all that kind of stuff, and just in general, relaxing and recharging. So I just want to give you a bit of an update, reflect on the year that has passed, and then share some thoughts on the year ahead. And then after we get the monthly close in a couple of days, I will do a full video with my predictions for 2025 and all that kind of stuff. So make sure you are subscribed, smash the like button, and let's get into it. So let's start off with the Bitcoin monthly chart. As you can see, we're trading just under $96,000. And we have just less than 5 days to go before this candle closes, which means we're going to need to see the bulls step in and push this above $100,000 for the monthly close. Because if this closes in the way that it's looking right now at like 95, 96,000, we're looking at a potential topping candle formation here in the same way that it did at the top here or in May of 2021. So we don't want to see this close below $100,000. Ideally, we'll know in the next couple of days, and I will do a complete update on the 1st or the 2nd of January with my predictions going forward after we have the monthly close confirmed. So that is step number one. So I think the most important big picture chart is still this. So this is a weekly chart of Bitcoin going back all the way to 2012. It is a log scale to make it easier to see this. Now, the vertical lines here in gray are the previous Bitcoin halvings. And then we have the red circle, which is approximately about a year leading into the halving, and the blue circle, which is 12 to 18 months after the halving. So as you can see, there is a very clear pattern that is repeated in the first 3 cycles, so the first 12 years of Bitcoin, and that is currently still repeating to this very day. So the pattern, as you can see, is that in the year leading up to the halving, the price starts to grind higher. We have the halving, we chop around for a couple of months, and then we get our full-blown bull markets that tend to top 12 to 18 months after the halving is peaked. So in this case specifically, it peaked 12 months after the halving. That was the first cycle. In the second cycle in 2017, it peaked about 18 months afterwards. And in the third cycle, which was the most recent one in 2021, while technically the high in Bitcoin was 18 months after the halving, the actual real cycle top, I would argue, was 12 months in May 2021, because that is when most of the altcoins also peaked. If you look at Dogecoin, if you look at a lot of other altcoins, it was 12 months. So far, this pattern has been repeating. You can see over here, we have had the year leading up to the halving in April of 2024. That was a grind up into the halving. We went sideways for several months, and we are starting to move higher here within the same window that we've had the previous times. So going off this, again, nobody knows for sure what's going to happen. We can't see the future. We can't guarantee that this is going to play out. But so far it has been playing out. So if we make the assumption that we are going to get 12 months, let's be cautious. Let's not assume 18 months. Let's assume 12 months. Well, 12 months would mean that since the halving was in April of 2024, that would mean the potential cycle peak top comes in April of 2025, which gives us 3 to 4 months of a potential window where we could see that parabolic phase, that bull market blow off that we are looking for. Now, what we also can deduce from previous cycles, from the data and information that we have, is that altcoins tend to have the biggest moves in the last months, but especially last weeks of the entire bull market cycle. So while in a sense, this entire bull market so far has been maybe a little bit disappointing for a lot of the altcoins, we are potentially now approaching the window within the bull market where we can finally start to see the majority of altcoins catch a massive pump, especially as we start going into March and April of 2025. And this is something that is just good to know and be prepared for, so that if this does continue to play out and things do start to pump towards February, March, April, and things start to get really euphoric and crazy, that at least you have a mental note that that could actually end up being the cycle top, and that instead of getting more greedy as the price pumps, that you do the smart thing and you start to look to take profits, remove initial capital, or maybe even get out of the markets completely if we see a big pump into March or April or May of 2025. So basically, big picture, this is what we're looking at. We're in the middle of the holiday period right now, just after Christmas, between New Year's, and this is the time in the markets. It's literally the worst time to look at charts and trade because the majority of the world is not actively trading. They've taken time off, they've reduced their positions, etc. And once we get all the festivities and the holiday season out the way, people start coming back to normal, back to work, funds start operating again, family offices, hedge funds, everything gets back to normal. We start to see allocations for the new year being made to Bitcoin, to crypto, people planning for the year ahead, and we start to see more of a flow coming into the crypto markets. And since we are still here in this 12-month post-halving window, I do think there's a very reasonable chance that we see a continuation of this bull cycle for the coming next couple of months or weeks. And hopefully this cycle repeats one more time where we just get a massive green Q1 and it pumps all the way into March or April. So big picture, this is basically what we're looking at. Everything is still bullish in terms of technicals. The higher time frame here on Bitcoin is still bullish in my opinion. We're still making higher highs and higher lows. We are above the 50-week moving average. And that just means technically we are still in a bull trend. We're in this window post-halving where we can see that blow off top. And basically everything just favors continuation until that is proven wrong. So we are long until wrong. The trend is your friend until the end. The trend is bullish. So at this point in time, we just need to be patient, and the data favors upside. So let's see what we get. I will do a larger update with my predictions, with everything, once we have the monthly close. So on the 1st or 2nd of January, make sure you follow my page, subscribe, smash the like button. I wish you an awesome last few days of 2024. Enjoy it. Spend time with friends and family, reflect on the year, relax, recharge, because 2025, we are going full steam at it, and we are going to aim to make as much money as we can from these markets.